Welcome to Ladies Who Question. It's a little chilly for May, even for Northern Illinois.
Yeah, for almost June.
Yeah.
And we're still cold.
Memorial weekend was chilly and, but it can go both ways. We've had Memorial weekends where it was like in the 80s. And so we're going, oh, well,
right.
That's Chicago. Anyway, so this is, oh gosh, I almost said Monday, but it's Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm mixed up too because of Memorial Day.
That's right. So welcome to our show. We want to talk right away about the AMAs, the American Music Awards, which were on last night.
Okay, so the AMAs, Taylor Swift was shut out.
Yeah, she was up against formidable competition. Formidable competition. But I really thought because of her tour.
Me too.
That it was sort of a lock because what she did was, well, never done before. I mean, that was incredible. So I forgot who won. Do you remember? Did you write that down?
Artist of the Year?
Yeah, Artist of the Year.
Well, Artist of the Year was Billie Eilish, and she won 7 awards.
In total for the night, right?
For the night. So she pretty much was the new Taylor Swift in terms of winning awards.
I don't really follow Billie Eilish that closely, but I didn't think that she had such an outstanding year. I really didn't realize it, but maybe because I'm not a super fan.
Right, and we're not that age, so we're not up on all those artists, really, to be honest.
I have to say, for Best New Artist, I did know a lot of them, and Gracie Abrams won, correct?
Right.
Who I really like.
I don't know her.
Oh, if you heard some of her music,
okay.
She's very much going to be like the new Taylor Swift.
Oh.
She's very much along those lines.
Okay.
She's a singer-songwriter.
Okay.
So she's got cred, just like Taylor Swift.
Okay.
But I was kind of rooting for Teddy Swims. He's got a couple tunes that I've heard that I didn't know who he was. And I heard them and I went, who is that? And then someone said, oh, it's Teddy Swims. I don't know his whole collection, but I was like thinking, gee, I really liked him. But I'm glad Gracie Abrams won.
Okay, good.
She's a name we're going to hear a lot about.
I'm going to have to look up some of her tunes and throw them on the old phone. Download them.
Throw them on the old phone. You were about to say throw them on the old record player,
right,
weren't you?
Right.
I know you were.
Throw them on the old.
I thought 60 Minutes did a piece on her. That's why I thought maybe
on
you
Gracie
knew.
Abrams?
A while back. But anyway, go on.
I have to look it
or
up.
maybe it was CBS Sunday Morning.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I've got to look it up. So one thing that was kind of surprising was Best Female Country Artist.
I don't know anything about that.
Beyonce won.
What?
Yes, that's what I'm like a little shocked. Favorite female country artist. That kind of threw me for a loop because I know she's had some country songs in her.
Well, she put out a country album.
Right. But now she won Best Female Country Artist. Is she going to move to Nashville? I mean,
was that album that fabulous? Cowboy Carter or whatever it was? I don't know. I heard one song off of it and it was good, but
it did win Favorite Country Album as well.
Okay, well.
So anyways, I was a little surprised. But, I was in Chicago when she was here for the weekend, and people were going nuts for that concert. There was 3 concerts. So,
yeah. She has a very loyal fan base. The Beehive or whatever they call them.
It's funny to see that kind of fan base shift from the music they're used to hearing from her to country.
I think they probably just like her.
Okay. Yeah,
right?
You're probably right.
You know? Well, the only comment that I have about the AMAs was Jennifer Lopez.
I didn't watch it, but I saw one of the outfits that she wore.
Oh, wait, there were like at least 5 or 6 different outfits. I mean, and she looks great. She works her buns off,
right,
to stay in great shape and to keep dancing as well as she does. And I just saw the opening routine, and I felt it was extremely performative. She's basically saying, she's kissing all like her dancers, male and female.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw kind of a makeout session.
And it felt very Madonna Britney.
Oh, right.
And and I remember at the time the comments were Madonna trying to stay relevant. And that's by being,
pushing
edgy.
the envelope.
Yeah, edgy, like in kissing Britney. That was so controversial. And then I saw that and I went, oh, well, sounds like she's trying to, I'm single. Look at me.
Is she single?
Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And,
Duh.
just also trying to be relevant and hey, 50
Let's talk about me.
Let's
Right.
talk about me. And, it felt very performative and phony.
Okay.
I kind of went, and I don't care. I don't care if she's going to kiss girls or whatever. I don't.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of like, oh, come on, this has been done. Anyway, that's my only comment about AMAs. What do we got next?
Well, no, I still have a few more comments.
Oh, okay.
I think it's great that Rod Stewart won the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Loved that. He was so good.
I did see clips of his performance.
Yeah.
He sang Forever Young.
Yes.
And that was so appropriate.
Did you see the women on the, violins, but fiddles?
No.
You have to watch
I will.
the whole thing. It was kind of a musical interlude with these, I think there were 4 women on fiddles, and they also did sort of some Irish step dancing, while playing
the fiddle.
And it was increasing in tempo. They would do this verse, and then again, and then again, and faster and faster. And then he came back in for the chorus, the rest of Forever Young. It was a showstopper, and it was really a good advertisement for his show in Vegas. That's all I got to say. And I think you said he's got a tour.
Well, I thought he said he was going on tour.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know.
Well, he has a Vegas show, but I think he's got an upcoming. There? Yeah, your residency.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Vegas residency.
But I think he has a tour coming up.
Right. So he'll go straight he's already got it all rehearsed. So he's going to go straight out.
Like, I need to get in shape. He's 80. He's kicking ass. And
he was jumping around the stage.
Oh, yeah. And then Janet Jackson won the Icon Award.
Yeah. Well,
she's 59.
Well, but she is pretty iconic.
I would say so.
And I like that she did Control.
I love that song.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
And she did a good job. And she was extremely gracious.
She seems like she always has been. Mm-hmm. I've never seen a misstep with her.
No.
Shy and kind of, steps back. There's one more artist I want to mention because he was on the cover. I knew nothing about him, so I read up on him, and I didn't even know he was a country western star. Shabuzi.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah, I read the whole article. It was really good. He's from Virginia, and how he grew up with his roots in the music that he plays now. It's a great story. I assumed he was not a country star, and he won Best Looking Male, like some kind of. Well, it's like
at the CMAs.
People, hot summer guy, Shabuzi.
Well, he's not my type, but he's not a bad-looking kid.
He's got a good body, too.
Yeah, he's got a great... But he does have good music. I remember that's another one of those artists where I say, oh, I love this song. Who is this? And then I find, oh, that's Shabuzi. Like, oh, I love that. And what's that song? Right. Same thing, just like with Teddy Swims, or Gracie Abrams or, other artists that you just kind of...
Or not
Who
used to.
is that?
Right. And same, when I was like, oh, that's Shabuzi.
Yeah.
Okay, because I would hear the name, but I'm like, I don't know what they sang.
Plus, he seems like a kind of a good guy.
Oh, he's a really good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes from a great family. Like, I'm now a new fan, shall we say.
Same here.
Okay, good.
Is that it for the AMAs?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. What else do we have on tap here since we're talking about, what else is current? Karen Reed, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
We could do Karen Reed.
I don't know anything about anything, so I hope you have the scooperoo.
Well, this is where I stand on it. I've been watching and I'm now listening to Karen, the podcast, which is fascinating because I just love hearing all the angles. There's so many angles to this story, but there's questions that I have that all these several points have come up, and to me that doesn't make any sense. To me that just points to guilt. So
Guilt by
a police cover-up.
Oh, okay. So it's pointing to those who were at the party who are the...
Well, first of all, there was a glass in his hand when he was found in the snow.
Oh, that's the first I've heard of that.
They did not get a search warrant for the house to see if that glass matched any other glassware in the house. To me, that would be the first thing. The absolute first thing. Like, okay, he was in the house. He made it to the house, and then now he's outside. 2, so there was no search warrant.
Well, you said that the cop who was investigating it didn't even go into the house.
Right. Didn't even go in the house because he said they didn't have reasonable cause. Well, I don't know. It just seems like it happened in your own front yard. Surveillance tapes. They weren't able to, there's surveillance tapes all over the neighborhood. Some weren't working. Where's my notes on surveillance tapes? That is just, the surveillance videos are in question. Some don't exist, some have gaps, and others are not clear. With all the tapes they had, they couldn't really find one that pinpointed enough evidence to point at one party or the other.
So this is from neighborhoods' ring cameras, or
Well, I'm thinking the neighbors were told.
The neighbors were told,
erase the tape, get rid of it. I mean, I don't know. That's just in my cuckoo head. Okay,
so the neighbors were told, if you have a ring camera, don't keep it, just erase it.
Right.
Okay, that's
That's
gonna
yeah.
if that's gonna happen, that's gonna come out.
Yeah, you're right.
Someone's gonna crack. But anyway, maybe they will.
And now I don't know exactly when this happened, but it was pretty close after the situation occurred. Homeowner sold the house and moved.
Who's?
The house the accident happened at. They moved. So I thought that was weird. I guess there was no reason for them to move, but they put their house up for sale and they left.
So potentially that person who was at the party, obviously, because it was their house, they could be involved.
Well, that's what I think, because they are police officers.
Okay.
That own the house. Retired police officer.
Oh, it's a retired police officer, and they just up and moved after they sold their house.
Yeah, for no apparent reason. So that just seemed fishy. But I think they're getting down to the last week, and they should have closing arguments by the end of this week or next week. So we're all on the edge of our seats. We've got all the people standing outside the courthouse, free Karen. And I don't know, it's just fascinating. Now that I'm listening to the podcast, it's cool.
This is the most kooky investigation I've ever heard about. Not that I follow stuff like this a lot, but just the cover up, the obvious cover up. I mean, come on, what else could it be?
I know.
The lack of an investigation, and then not even coming forth, or potential cover up.
Yeah. So anyways, we'd love to hear your thoughts on it and whose team you're on. Okay, so now what do we got going on here?
Well, I just have a couple. I've been thinking about things here and there. I had time on the airplane to think. I had time, walking or doing whatever the stuff I was doing. And, when I'm walking dogs, one of the things I've been thinking about are acronyms. It bugs me how people start talking in acronyms. Now, if you're in a corporate workplace or workplaces, you have unique acronyms that you use where you communicate with the people who understand them. Great. That's part of the corporate speak, business speak, your whatever.
Culture, everything. Yeah.
But when people start doing that in your real life and talking, I just kind of go, what are you saying? What is that? I don't understand. I'm not talking about texting, because that's a whole other thing. And then I literally will just say, what does BYK or what mean?
It's
okay. When you're talking to someone in person, just use your words, please.
What? Now give me an example.
I can't even think of one right now. It happened recently, and I just looked and I said, could you please explain that? Just what exactly, say what you were saying, but use all of your words. And it may have sounded a little snotty, but the person kind of went, oh yeah, I got it. They were self-aware enough to understand. Now there may be some people who are not, but I'm not going to stop asking if I don't understand, because that's communication. So if I don't get it, I'm just going to ask you.
Okay, wait, I have two questions.
Yes.
So do you mean when people shorten a word shorten a word, or go, we got that CRM over there, and you're like, what?
That's
is a CRM? Am I out of it? I don't know what that means.
Right.
And I have a company that I work for that inside the inside house, they talk like that when they're talking to the outside people.
Right.
And I go, wait, what's a CRM? Because CRM is one of the things. And I go, customer something
relationship manager. Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, our CRMs and our SPRs and oh my God.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But I'm talking about normal social, like out
situations
socially
with people that are not working.
Yeah.
The other thing is, what's that teaching little children when they're learning how to talk?
Well, yeah.
They're going to be on, I don't even know what's going to happen to those poor kids, because it's all going to be texting and shorthand for that matter.
Yeah. So I'm just talking about living life day to day, and just use your words, and don't expect people to understand you if you're starting to do whatever. And if you get a question about it, just answer them.
Be nice.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just something I've been thinking about, and it was just bugging me. So that's one of my rants.
Okay.
My other one is I keep hearing about crypto. There's that horrible torture crypto case where these guys captured this and tortured this guy with he had a lot of crypto coin or meme or whatever the hell all this crap is called. And I mean, I'm just like, I so don't care, you know,
Right.
because I don't get it. Because my question is, what does crypto mining mean? What is, first of all, I don't understand the whole crypto thing. It's a made up currency,
Right.
whatever. And people are doing strange, bad things with it. And these guys did torture this guy for like, I don't know, like a week or something in some Manhattan condo. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, it's a big story
I
right
gotta
now.
Look that up. Okay.
You'll be horrified. I mean, it was really
Because they
bad.
wanted his crypto?
They wanted his password because crypto can be stolen and transferred and there's no trace. Whereas when you have your money in a convention, money being
Regular
managed,
money.
it can be traced if there's something like that. Like they can know, oh, it went there. This is where it went. So you can trace it and you can find the culprit and do something, you know, hopefully. Not in every instance because there's scams going on all the time. I saw a piece, I think it was, or no, I didn't see a piece. I did read an article and I don't remember the source because I just read it and it was just stuck with me. Someplace in Kentucky where they have this crypto farm and all these people were like getting jobs and stuff. And I'm going, they're crypto mining. And my question is, what does that mean? What? You're not mining for anything. Okay, Kentucky is coal country, but you're not going down in a coal mine.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
It does, but they don't.
And crypto's not something like tangible or
at all.
It's just
Digits.
It's digits. I can't wrap my head around it.
See?
I just can't.
I'm already getting a headache just thinking about it. So that's why I'm sharing this with you so you can have a headache too.
Thank you. Because I don't get it and it bothers me.
Right. And so now they're not doing as much there. So now these people are losing their jobs. And it's like I'm thinking, what are the jobs? I don't get it. I don't get it. Here, two things I got out of it were it produces some kind of toxin or something. They're worried about that entering the water supply or something. I'm going, that would indicate they're making something, but really what they're doing is they're generating a lot of electricity because the only explanation I could find is they're trying to decipher or create or understand difficult equations, mathematical equations. That's the farthest I got with it. I don't know anything more, but that's how confused I am. And that's my other rant. And I'm just so annoyed. And I just don't get it.
Okay, I have one thing to say. I have seen crypto trucks downtown.
What does that
several
mean?
times. No, these big vans.
Yeah.
And they have guards like you would see a bank truck.
Like a Brinks truck. Yeah.
But they're crypto trucks. And there's a warehouse on the west side off of Grand Avenue that says big letters crypto. And then because one of my customers is across the street, and then this van pulls up, and they're armed like they are a Brinks, and they're doing their actual. They made me think that they're actual coins,
But I don't think
that's what's so weird.
have you ever seen a crypto coin?
No, I haven't. But they're unloading stuff. Maybe it's technology or something they put in the computer. I don't know.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't get it.
Yeah.
And it's starting to bug me, especially after hearing about this torture scheme that these guys,
Right.
I mean, they arrested these
got
guys.
him?
Well, I think there were 3 guys who were torturing this one guy.
Oh, geez.
And I mean, really.
And he wouldn't give his password up?
I guess not.
Wow.
Honestly, I just kind of at one point, I just turned my brain out because I thought, I don't even know if this guy's dead or what happened, but they did not get it. You know, and then somehow maybe someone reported him missing. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on the story. It's all over the news.
Okay.
All I could think of was, what is it? What are they, you know, like, what? I just don't understand.
Right,
So
I don't
anyway,
either.
that's it. That's my rant.
Okay.
So what else? Do you have something else?
Well, let me see if I have anything
But
else.
do you see why that's
here.
driving me crazy?
Yeah.
Because I can't figure it out.
I can't either. I just,
What?
this is just a funny fact, and I know it's old news, but okay, we all know about Bill Belichick and Jordan. They're possibly engaged, right?
Yeah, maybe.
There's rumors.
Yeah.
But her dad is 49 years old.
And Bill Belichick is in his
73.
70s.
So they're saying her dad, Bill Belichick's definitely old enough to be her father's father.
Ugh.
And this is interesting. Her mother is 61 and her dad is 49. So that's even funny. Like her dad married an older woman.
Wait, he's 46, you said?
He's 49.
49. Oh, okay. So
And her mom's 61.
Mhm.
And then we have Bill in the middle. Well, no, not in the middle. Bill's 73. The relationship just bothers me. I don't know why.
it bothers a lot of people.
Care about them. I could care less what
I
they
know.
do. But maybe it's just a grotesque thing, or her last boyfriend was 64.
Oh, so she's always chasing
Yes.
the geriatrics.
Definitely the geriatrics. But yeah, I think she's just going to want to anchor it down for anchor baby.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. And then, she'll get a piece of the pie at the end of the day.
I don't know. Bill Belichick isn't worth that much. Is he?
I don't know.
Coaches don't make
I mean-
the same as players.
But
he's not getting a payday like
7 rings. Wait, 7 rings or 8 rings?
8. I don't know.
Well, he changed his boat logo. It was either 7 or 8 rings, and he put 1
Plus,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's getting engaged or something.
yeah. Now she's walking around wearing the rock.
Oh, God.
Honestly, I have to tell
I
you,
don't know. Today was like a rant day.
I know exactly. I can tell. I have to tell you, I care so little about either one of them.
I know. I'm sorry I brought it up.
Oh no, not at all. Because it works in well with this unloading process.
Right.
And I still, to this day, I know what it felt like to be 24. And I got to tell you, I was not looking at a 73-year-old man.
No.
It wouldn't even occur to me.
Even if he had money, I'd be grossed out.
Well,
for the most part.
yeah, that doesn't even. It just feels wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And he has no business at this point, or anybody when they get that old, creating babies, because your DNA has already been altered. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's this, not just women. Okay, men's DNA gets altered and changed and screwed up, and so then you create babies that have things wrong with their DNA because daddy's was already altered and messed
Right.
up. So think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh boy.
Okay. Did you have a closer?
I do.
Okay. What is
And
it?
this is really, I like this.
Oh, good. Yay. We're going to
So-
have a positive story.
Are you bummed by what we were talking about today?
No.
Okay.
Just kind of got it off our chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, we don't do this that often. Or
And
hardly
I
at
think
all.
people could relate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are thinking about a lot of things right now. And I think they're all pent up. And we've just decided, because we have this platform.
Cut loose.
Right. Why? I mean, what the hell? Okay. So this is so neat. Guess who's got a beer named after him?
I have no idea.
De Pope.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
The Pope.
De Pope. And that literally is the name of the beer. It's on tap
Cute.
at a Chicago brewery
Oh.
called the Burning Bush Brewery. I don't know where in Chicago that is located, but the owner was a Presbyterian minister too. Isn't that funny?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, so he isn't any longer, but he describes it as an American, this will mean something to you maybe if you know about beers, I really don't, American mild ale, somewhere between a lager and a stout.
Oh, okay.
So whatever that means. He sort of described it as something that would appeal to a lot of people.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then when he was asked, well, does he know about it yet? And he says, well, I don't think so. The reporter asked, do you think that it's a good beer? Do you think that's... He says, well, we'll have to wait till the Pope comes to visit, and then he'll try it and he'll tell us.
Oh,
was
that's a
a-
cute story.
I know. And so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it's on tap, and what the hell?
Yeah.
So that's the Burning Bush Brewery in Chicago. Ask for the Pope on tap.
Oh, so it's on tap, so they can't ship it.
Well, I don't.
Might.
I
It
mean,
could become one of those TikTok sensations where everybody wants Da Pope beer.
Yeah. Well, then they could just figure out a way to transfer it into bottles,
Yeah,
right?
I guess.
Work out something with a bottling company, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know how that
Yeah.
merchandising or whatever that stuff works, but sure, why not? I mean, a lot of beers that are
There's probably T-shirts and hats you can go down there and buy.
probably, I don't
They
know.
got merch, I would imagine.
I don't know. But if it catches on, I bet
Yeah.
they will.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's cute.
so that's that. So that's
All
our
right.
Memorial Weekend wrap up.
Okay. Well,
Right.
hey, have a great rest of week, everybody, and send in your questions and your thoughts on our show.
Yeah. And tell us if you enjoyed our, well, I guess I was the one ranting. Or you can just tell me to shut the hell up, which is cool because I probably should. Anyway, okay, thanks so much for listening. And we have nothing left to say but bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Harvey. Ladies Who Question is executive produced and edited by me, Lisa Dominique, and also executive produced by Holly Caulfield. Holly also does most of our research, and Claire Caulfield is in charge of technical assistance and social media. Music, My Lionheart. Sketch music by Florian Manx and Matthew Anderson. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe, follow, rate, and review Ladies Who Question on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Send your thoughts to ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and our website, ladieswhoquestion.com.
All content discussed on Ladies Who Question are the opinions of Lisa Dominique and Holly Caulfield and should not be construed as advice of any kind. By listening to this podcast, you agree not to use this podcast as advice of any personal or medical issue for yourself or others. This disclaimer also applies to guests or contributors to the podcast.